This is the Brewster house land in Edgerton Park, New Haven, Connecticut, where the Brewster house used to stand. And I did some research, and I'm doing research on him because I walked this ground, and this is the fountain that was outside of the mansion. So this is some of the acreage. I'm actually standing in the circle. It was deeded to the city of New Haven as a park. So as I did my research, he was very wealthy. He was like the second wealthiest in the nation from what my readings were. So he was a finance person, New York, and he was into the finances and natural gas and electricity and whatever else, railroad. But this is where his home once stood before he had it tore down. He died 5 years before his wife died, but after her death, he wanted it torn down because he said no one would be able to afford the upkeep, which was approximately $100,000 a year. So those are some of the garden houses in the distance you could see. Let me see if I could get a close up over here. And they do gardening and plant sales. And this wall that you see over here goes the circumference of the property, that when you walk it, and it actually has been also, I guess, deeded to the land preservation. That's right next door. So again, this is in the city of New Haven. This is one of their parks that was deeded to them by Brewster. And it's beautiful because my daughter actually got married here 20 years ago. And this is the fountain. And she got married at the bottom part of this fountain. There's two sides to the steps that you go down. And such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fountain. And up in the background, up back here in the hills, if you look really hard, you could see it in the distance. That's East Rock Park, which is another park. So there's a East Rock Park, and there is a West Rock Park, but we're on the east. We're closer to the New Haven harbor, the Long Island Sound. And if you listen really good, you can hear the water is actually on. They've uncovered it, so the water is actually flowing. If you look really hard, you can see it. They take very, very good care of this particular park right here. Most of the parks in New Haven are very well cared for. So it's a pleasant place to take and come and walk with your dogs. They have to be on a leash. That's supposed to be a given, but I think some people missed the they missed the memo. But I want you to see, look at this tree that had to be standing in the front of the mansion. I'm gonna do some research on this. And it goes it's a massive, massive tree that you can see that had to be in front of the mansion that they kept. And you can see where they do a lot of replanting around here, which is beautiful. There's a lot of different shrubberies. And then you see this beautiful tree right here. Excellent. So again, this is in Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut. And the last name was Brewster. And Brewster, I think it was Brewster Edgerton. I have to make sure, but the name of the park is called Edgerton Park. I apologize if I messed up, but it's called Edgerton Park. "25 acres. Come to do a close-up on the fountain that's in front of the was in front of the mansion. And these are the stairs. And you could even see East Rock closer to as I go. I'll see if I can zoom in. So this is East Rock Park right here. And let me tell you about this park. You can actually see the whole Long Island Sound from on top. It's a beautiful view of the city of New Haven. But this is a word of wisdom. If you're a climber, don't climb in for unfamiliar territory. And then if you're a climber, be careful where you climb. There's a park very close to this. Is extension of this as I pan around. And you look through the trees. There's a park out there called Sleeping Giant Park. And people come and they hike and they do whatever. But this young kid, you know, got off the trails and ended up having a bad situation that wasn't good for him. So just be mindful going up into places you don't know. And often the New Haven Fire Department is called up here to the rocks because people are up here doing whatever they're doing, and then they have to rescue them. I think about 10 years ago they had to rescue 3 or 4 of them up here on these rocks. So every place isn't to climb for. Sometimes it's just to look around. But I just wanted to pan this beautiful, beautiful fountain. They just uncovered it. So again, this is Edgerton Park, New Haven, Connecticut. And this is one of the staircases that when my daughter came down to get married, she came down these stairs and she had a beautiful convertible Volkswagen lime green, and her wedding party came down through here, and it was actually so beautiful. So let me go down and get a picture for you. Hold on. So this is in front of the fountain. You see the water coming out. They haven't cleansed it yet. It's still the beginning, like the middle of spring. They have a lot of trees clipping they're doing around here, you know, cleaning up from the winter months. But this was the front of where Edgerton's castle, well, I wouldn't say a castle, but house was. So this is the stairway that you would walk to lead up to the Edgerton mansion. Absolutely gorgeous. And off in the distance there's the old drawbridge they used to cross. I'll see if I could get a shot of that bridge for you as I walk around. This is moving down toward the drawbridge I was telling you about, one of the side paths. I tell you, as I explore this park, you find all kind of different trails all around. There the angels camped about. You can see closer as we get over here. That drawbridge, that cross bridge. Can you see it? They gated it up. But let me see if I can get closer. Hold on. This is the bridge that they used to cross, coming and going. See? He had everything replicated. And they say he built this home for his wife. And that's called love, man. Love, love, love. When somebody would, it's just for her, for no one else's enjoyment. If you go on Google, there's actually a reading of the 24th ancestry of the Brewster family that I had heard yesterday, And they did like this, people did a research all the way back to their family, his father, ancestry, and they took and had it online. I was listening to it yesterday. So, okay, this is down some of the fields down on the estate. It goes all the way around. He actually purchased this from Eli Whitney, and if you look in the distance where the cars are, see if I can catch it for you. Across the street is the Eli Whitney Museum, right over there. You see the cars going past. And this is on Whitney Avenue, New Haven, Hampton. And one more shot of the bridge.